Today is January 22nd, 2022. Current physique update. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is my fitness transformation update, week 54. Current weight 293.2, so I'm down basically 3.5 pounds for the week. So the week kind of went a lot like last week as far as I didn't do any working out. I've been really short on time the past week. I don't want to make excuses, but my daughter's been home from school, and so when I get home from work, it's pretty much instant daddy duty. So that makes it a little difficult for me to do stuff, and she's still in the mode of not wanting to go to bed until I do. So anyway, I'm going to focus next week. Next week, everything should be going back to normal. So I should have like about 2 hours of free time in the afternoons. So even if I don't get up in the morning to get my workouts done, there should be no issues with coming home from work and getting it done. So hopefully next week we'll see more physical activity. Diet was on point all week. Basically, I prep about 2 pounds of food, 2 pounds of meat a day. Lately it's been steak, New York strip. In the last video I showed you guys the New York strip loin that I picked up from Costco. I did fail to mention it was USDA choice grade. Typically I pick choice for the cost effectiveness and also lower intermuscular fat levels, which is I think better if you're trying to cut calories. And it still tastes good. I mean, so anyway, I did end up making a video on how I prepare that or cut that into steaks for myself. I like big fat steaks. So that video should be available on Wednesday. I recorded it, just didn't have the time to edit it yet. So that'll be coming. I did want to share as a result of that, I mentioned making beef tallow from the fat of the Primal. So here is that said fat. So I have like a, what is this, a pint jar and then a bowl. So I'll utilize the bowl stuff first for cooking, and then when that's done, I'll start digging into this. I do still have a ton of meat left in my deep freezer, so I think I'm going to hold off on buying more Primal cuts in the near future. At some point I will maybe make a video on how I make my beef tallow. It's super delicious. It makes everything taste great. Has just a little hint of beef to it. But I'll make that in a future video. It's not too hard to make at all. It just takes a lot of time. And like I said, I'm going to eat from my deep freezer kind of for the next, I don't know, until it's gone. I want to clear everything out. So same principles are going to apply going forward. 2 pounds of meat, 6 eggs a day. That's also something I think I failed to mention in last week's video. In addition to the 2 pounds, the goal is to eat 6 eggs. Sometimes I eat them all at once. Sometimes I bring, you know, I split it up 2, 2, and 2. I've been eating about 3 meals a day, typically. Maybe like a meal late morning, early afternoon, and then when I come home, I typically reserve the steak for when I come home so that way I can have it fresh right off the grill or skillet, however I choose to cook it. I like my steak pretty much blue or very, very rare. So that's not going to reheat very well, and so I choose to keep that for home. One other thing I'm doing is buying sushi grade salmon off a website. I will make a video on that when I get it. It should be this week or this coming week. I'll make a video on that. Basically, the local grocery store that I've been getting my salmon from to eat as sashimi has been kind of unreliable as far as having available sushi grade fish. I think basically what they do is they thaw it out, and then when it's you know, a day or two old, they'll sell it as sashimi grade, and then it just goes into like the same fish becomes the regular salmon. So anyway, I wanted a more trustworthy source and also reliable source. So the place I found online is more expensive quite a bit more expensive than buying it locally, but I guess for peace of mind and higher quality, it's worth paying, especially given that I'm only going to be eating about a pound of that a week. Other than that, nothing really else to go over. So workouts were pretty much non-existent this week. Hopefully that'll change for next week, and since I'll have some more free time. The other thing is I am going to still plan on doing like NA beer chugs and stuff like that on the weekends. I am going to keep my alcohol, which I've done a great job this week. Just another week down of no alcohol of any kind. There may be some exceptions to that as well. I'm just trying to be realistic with myself, not to sell myself short, but there's things that like I want to be able to do that I just can't do on such a restrictive diet plan. And I'd really like to be able to implement some moderation to things. Like, for instance, this weekend, I plan to cook a stuffed cabbage. Not an unhealthy meal, just doesn't follow the protocol that I am putting for myself, which is like more of a carnivore diet. But this is something I want to have, and if that's all I have, then I don't think that's detrimental to my goals. My goals aren't to be like some kind of fitness like model or anything like that. I just want to be healthy and look fit and live longer, basically. So my goals should not prevent me from having a stuffed cabbage for dinner with my family on a Saturday, or maybe even an occasional beer. And I say occasional beer because some stuff's seasonal. Like right now we're seeing like Hop Slam come out from Bell's Brewery. It comes out once a year. I like to buy one. So again, I don't think like that one beer is going to be a detriment to the overall success of my diet for what my goals are. So again, kind of like a recap, down around 3.5 pounds for the week. I'd be happy to keep seeing that same 3.5 pounds every week. To me, it appears to me that a first initial big drop of water weight's gone, and now I'm just seeing progressive weight loss because I'm staying in a caloric deficit. And so that's kind of it for right now. If you guys have questions, ask in the comments, or if you just have something to say, throw out the comments. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys next week. Take care.